What's going on, everybody? It's Harley from EpicTube HD coming back at you with another Metazoo video, breaking open some more Seance. We're trying to complete the set, so we're going to see if we can find any of those hateful 8s in here. We're missing, think about half of them, if not maybe a little bit more than half. But let's go ahead and get right into it, everybody. You guys ready? Hopefully we can find some. And as you can see here, we've got a full booster box, brand new. Let's crack this seal and get going on this puppy. Again, we are really looking for some hateful 8s here. They've been notoriously difficult to pull, but hopefully today we can break it. So we've got our box open. Flip that seal back. We're going to put this right over here in the corner, and let's go with our very first pack of Seance. Seance is the 5th set in Metazoo, in case you guys are not aware. We are still in the Cryptid Nation block, so we are in the very first series of the Metazoo games, TCG basically. So again, 5th set. Also, if you ever open one of these up, the last 3 sets have been 4 cards to the front, if you want to make sure that you have the rare card to the back. So, or the not the rare necessarily, but the reverse hollow or the full hollow card, basically what everybody wants, more or less. If you're a player of the game, you're looking at every single one of these cards, like the lovers here. This card is to be used with your tarot decks, element 115. So for our, it looks like our cosmic players there. Ooh, fetish artifact. Again, if you're a player of the game, you're looking at all these cards. The Tower, again, a beautiful card that if you have your tarot decks, you'd want to use that inconsistent with that. And our very first hit is a Hidden Grove Orb. So again, well, I mean, it's a hollow. It's a reverse hollow and not a full hollow. So let's see. That's our goal, is to get as many full hollows as possible in the set. So that's what we're shooting for. Next pack, everybody. Again, Metazoo games, also in a booster box, you get 36 packs. That is the, pretty much seems to be the standard across most TCGs. It's either 24 or 36. So you get 36 packs here of beautifully done artwork by the Metazoo artist. I've been very fortunate to hang with the artist a bit, get to know them. Very cool people, man. They're all extremely young, and they do great work. Permanent possession, and look at that card, man. Such crazy artwork right there by Poncho. Token Plasm Pool. It's an electric card, and we got another reverse hollow. So it's the Goofus Bird. Goofus Bird. And also, just in case you don't know, up here in the corner, this is how you can tell what its strength is. Either it's common, uncommon, or gold. And that's basically where you find that at. And again, the name Goofus Bird. Now, on that particular card, there is a 4th wall effect to that card, or I believe how you can specifically play it. So pretty interesting stuff with that one. Keep going here. Again, 4 cards to the front. Flip it around, and we're looking at Medium's Crystal Eye. Again, there is the gold symbol for Seance. So this is a rare card, a gold rare. And then we're gonna go into the commons. Vile Vapors, Frost Aura, Burned Cross Ghost, Habitat, Sam's Backpack, the Hierophant. Then we're into our uncommons with Disbanding Energy, Permanent Possession again, the Empress. Check that card out. Again, this works very well with the tarot cards. And then another another reverse hollow, Drowned Pianist. So far we're starting off 3 reverse hollows and just the, well, actually no, 3 reverse hollows, no full hollows yet. So here we go with our, I guess this is our 4th pack. Now, another item to know about Metazoo, for anybody that's new or looking to pick it up, the way Metazoo ratios their cards, they go by a system called True Random. With True Random, however, you do get some odd booster boxes where basically you could either get what we call clumps, And in the clumps, you could get like a whole bunch of good cards that nobody else is going to see, or you could get just all reverse hollows and they're not even that good of a card. There's another reverse hollow right there. So it just depends on your luck with these things. So that's the only thing with Metazoo that I definitely like to warn people about, is that when you get a booster box, you have to understand that there is a possibility that the ratios are off. And again, they call that true random. So I guess they don't really use a traditional system like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of the other ones do. A bit different. Now there's Edgar Casey, one of the most popular people in Seance, or popular characters, beasties. Satanic Cultist Token, Ocean, Flame Aura, Burned Cross, Dimension in a Bottle, Not Deer, Mince Pie Martian, Cement Worm, Permanent Possession again. Ooh, there's that beautiful Empress, and it's another reverse hollow. Hopefully we can break this streak in this booster box here and get ourselves a full hollow. Ultimately, as a collector before a player, as far as I'm concerned, I want the full hollows. Definitely want the full hollows. I'm also trying to set collect. So there's that aspect to it as well, where I need full hollows to collect the set. Full hollows have been pretty tough in this set so far. So I've been pulling on average 9 full hollows pretty much out of a 36 booster box. Seems to be that's the ratio, the 9. Some people have been very fortunate and have gotten 18. Chibi Babe Lux. Now they call their babies in Metazoo Chibi Babies. And this is just for people to help people that are new to Metazoo coming in. The Fool, again, this is another one where you would use a tarot card in this one, and it's Bojim. It's another reverse hollow. Their hollows and reverse hollows are really done well. Printing is done extremely good in my personal opinion. So very, very happy with how they print stuff. You don't see a whole lot of print lines in Metazoo. It's nowhere near like Pokemon. And their centering is pretty much been on point. Again, another issue I think Pokemon certainly struggles with, it is centering. Centering is a big problem in Pokemon. And with their top tier cards, you know, the Vs, the V Maxes, now the V Stars, the Golds, those cards should be the ones that are exactly perfect, but they're actually like the worst off-centered cards. Alright, we're coming up on our final, and it's Wincock, the beautiful butterfly. So far, it's not looking too good for a full hollow here. We should have probably gotten a full hollow by now. Now, I am alternating the packs here. I am alternating them, so I'm going from left to right, left to right. I'm not just going down one side of the box. So let's see if we can pull something here. And again, there's nothing wrong with pulling the reverse hollows because you need them for the set. But again, as hard as it is to get a full hollow, you just, you know, you really want to pull a full hollow. Sam's backpack, talking board. I love that Seance board. There's Death, Ice Worm, Temperance, and another reverse. This is Brown Mountain Lights. Brown Mountain Lights. Alrighty, here we go. We're going back to the left side here. That is the Sloss Furnace. Is that beastie? That's on the pack art. It's always fun to pull pack arts in your cards, you know. It's always good to break that. Alright, let's go. We got Humperdumple as our rare. Stone Jug, Ocean, Forest Aura, Alaskan Platypus, Drowned Pianist, Stickman of Clark County, The Lovers, Element 115, Scroll of the Spirit Control, The Tower, and another reverse Burning Cross Ghost. It's looking like we might be pulling a full box of reverses at this point. It's looking a bit tough, but again, you just never know. I mean, you could just run into a clump of full hollows. It is possible. Now, many say that Seance is kind of mappable. So unlike in Pokemon where you can weigh out cards, this particular set with Metazoo, people have been it's called mapping. So once you open a certain amount of packs, you can pretty much tell what's going to have a full holo or a reverse holo, and just go by the sequence, and then it pretty much is worked out that way. Metazoo has publicly acknowledged that there was there's an issue with it. It's not all booster boxes, because I've opened quite a bit, especially getting the chance to go to the conventions like New York City Comic-Con, the Salem event. I've gotten open quite a bit of Seance, and I've experienced different booster boxes, honestly. So it's not 100% that every box you get is that way. It's just like the random box. Well, probably a little bit more than random, but again, it's not 100%. So definitely an issue to fix regarding the future, because look, we're into another reverse. So as of right now, we probably are not looking like we're going to get a full holo out of this booster box, and we're only a quarter of the way into this booster box. And again, this has happened before. This has happened in Wilderness. This happened in UFO, and now it's happening here in Seance. So, and it's funny because the different sets have been very different all around. So in UFO, we were pulling full holo cards like candy, and it was very, very hard to pull a reverse. And you had to really fight to find those reverse holos. It was pretty crazy. And Wilderness, it was like this. It was very difficult to get a full holo. In fact, my first 3 booster boxes, I pulled just 1 full holo from each box. But in Nightfall, which was the second set to debut with Metazoo, it was another one where it was pretty full holo heavy. So your chances of getting full holos were extremely good, which was a good thing, because there was a couple of top cards in Nightfall: Wendigo, Mothman, Hell's Gate. There's a few in there, so it definitely is nice to get those cards, especially in the full holo forms. And then Cryptid Nation was even across the board. Not bad at all. Cryptid Nation was pretty good, I thought, in my personal opinion. Cryptid Nation is the first set, and again, for those that don't know, they did print a second edition of Cryptid Nation. However, they've seen how that actually was not a good idea, so they pretty much discontinued printing second editions. Now, you will notice if you're in Metazoo, another reverse, Space Rocket Danger. If you notice that they have some seconds still, so like in these little special mini sets, there actually are some cards with a second edition stamp on them. Then of course in Nightfall with Pin Club Collection, they had what's called Second Wave. Now most of the cards have first edition stamps, however the alternates are actually different from the first wave that went out. So in essence, it is kind of a second ed, but they've come out and said, no, we're not going to do it anymore. It's not beneficial to us or the game as of right now. Wow, yeah, it looks like we're going to have an all reverse holo box. Holy cow. So, you know, it's just one of those things where it tends to happen. I've opened other TCGs and had issues in other TCGs as well, so... But I love the product, and I think at the end of the day, that probably matters more than anything. So, as far as your money goes, yes, this isn't very epic. When you got to drop all this money, and you're not getting even 1 of something, or 2 of something, or 3, you definitely expect to have better odds of pulling certain cards, you know, whether they're hit cards, whatever. This was one of the reasons actually why I decided to leave Pokemon like I was doing, because I just felt that it was so difficult in Pokemon to get yourself a reverse holo, or not a reverse holo, but to get yourself any of the top cards. it really just made it very, very difficult. And so it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to open, you know, and I totally understand that. So I definitely hope that Metazoo fixes this issue with the next set. And I know they will, because, again, they want to make sure everybody's happy. They want to make sure their sets are doing well. So another reverse holo Boathound. You may see an all 36 reverse holo booster box. That looks like what we're headed to right now. Again, kind of crazy, but it does happen. You know, does happen. Again, costly, yes, because now if you want to collect a set, or you know, you need certain cards like the Hateful Eight that only come in reverse holo, you got to go out and buy more product, and getting the Hateful Eight is already extremely difficult. It just makes it even harder now. So another reverse holo bourgeois beds. But overall, the product is really good. This set is actually a beautifully well done set. Definitely rivals as being the best set in Metazoo. Now, I always find it difficult to overtake the original. To me, you just can't take the original. It's always difficult. The original is what brings you in. It's what captivates you. It's like movies. You know, they try to remake movies, but nothing ever beats the original movie. It just doesn't. And I kind of feel the same way with TCGs. Ooh, Third Eye Man. I don't recall seeing this card, actually, in a very long time. In fact, I don't even know if I've ever pulled this one. This could be a new pull for me. Third Eye Man. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, you gotta go with the flow, or you gotta get out. It's unfortunately. So if we get all reverse holos, then what we could do is, you know, we can do multiple things with that. Giveaways, supporting the community, player bases who might need some of the cards, you know, whatever the case may be. Ultimately, that's kind of what we're just looking to do at this point. Once you don't get the cards that you need or you want at the end of the day. Tomb Effigy, Cement Worm, Sickabilly, Wheel of Fortune, and it's a Kissy Bug. Again, we are staying on that reverse holo route right now. Happens, everyone. But you know what? We're still making some cool content. We're having fun. Again, just being able to open up packs is a big ordeal, because right now we're, you know, the U.S. economy is in a recession. Things are tough right now. Just opening packs is honestly, it's more than I could ask for right now. Again, booster boxes, you know, they come out at basically $140, $50 now. I can't even remember anymore. Before they drop down in price. You know, so if you want these boxes, you got to pay $150, and then, you know, a couple weeks after release, they drop down and you can pick them up for, I think it's $112. And then some places are even selling at a lower price than that. I don't know how they're doing it, but they do it. And as far as I know, they're not even they're not paying wholesale prices, so it's almost like they're taking a loss, I guess. But I don't know other people's business practices, so I don't know. They may not be. But again, at the end of the day, I love that card. It's such a beautiful card, the Phantom Steamboat. But looks like we're going all reverse holos, man. I was thinking I was gonna rip this box open, and I was gonna get some Hateful Eights from it. You know, pretty crazy, man. I wonder how their system collates the cards, man. How does that happen? Like, it's such a weird thing. That's one of the things I would love to do, is be able to get invited to the factory. Now, with Metazoo, I believe the core sets are all printed overseas still. So unless I get a visa and a bunch of other stuff and I head out on the slow boat to China, I'm not going to be able to do it. But it would definitely be cool to be able to film the whole process of designing a card from start to finish, and that includes the printing aspect of it. I mean, I would definitely fly out to China, which is where I believe Metazoo has their core sets printed, and do that for sure. I think it'd be a pretty cool video. I know it'd be one that everybody would love to see for sure. I mean, we've already seen Pokemon has come out with a video showing how their process is done. I don't think it's rocket science for these people. You know, I mean, it's pretty. You design the card, your artist, you know, you come up with the, well, in Metazoo it's called flavor text, but in Pokemon you come up with, you know, the data and text of the card. The artists are given notes on what Pokemon wants. They draw it up, it gets passed, it goes on to the next phase, which is designing the set, the logo, and all that fun stuff. And then from there, it gets showed how it's checked double, triple times, and then it's off to the printers, where the printers do their thing. Again, it's not a secret in how the thing's done, so it would be pretty cool at some point if I could get an opportunity to ever film how Metazoo cards are printed. Now, they do have a lot of partners, and there's a lot of partner relationships going on with printing stuff, so it'd be pretty cool to get in through that way as well. Some of the partners, I believe, are either printing here in North America or Asia, but I think they're printing here, from some of the partners at least. But again, I don't know for sure. I'm just all guessing right now. Definitely would be pretty cool though, guys. Would be pretty cool, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Again, we're just pulling reverses all day here. I think this is kind of like history. I know a lot of people have already done it, but I'm on camera doing it. Hopefully you guys catch my lives. I go live every Sunday night, or at least that's the goal, every Sunday. I've decided not to go live with openings, product openings, more than once a week. Just can't burn through product like that. However, I am working on doing other content to keep it up throughout the week, where I'm live. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep pushing that envelope and seeing what we can do here. Right now, the artists are currently very, very busy. They are officially working on the next set for Metazoo. It was announced just the other day. So unfortunately, I cannot bother any of the artists right now, because they're going to be too busy. And, you know, not everybody's a diehard fan where their entire life revolves around Metazoo. So a lot of the artists, you know, they're only going to do their time, which in other words, they're going to make the cards they need to make during their work hours, and then that's it. The rest is their time. So them doing an interview with me, I guess they consider that, you know, not their time, and so they don't want to, you know, they won't do interviews, and I understand that. I definitely understand that. I mean, I can consider this my job, and I do it 24/7, and I make no money. So, but that's what you got to do. You got to hustle. They don't necessarily have to hustle. They've already got the gig. I always have to hustle for the gig. I've always got to look out, figure out what to do, what videos to make, who's making videos out there for Metazoo. What are they doing? Am I crossing over? Am I as good as maybe some other people with my knowledge? You know, things like that. So yeah, we're always got to hustle. But I totally understand the artist, you know, when they can't, they just can't sit down with us and do something. So hopefully I can get some artists on the channel. I've been talking to them. I've had a few say yes, but we've not been able to connect. So definitely kind of a bummer, but I'm hoping we can do it. You know, and when I'm at the cons, I don't like to bother the artist. So they're pretty busy at these cons. However, I do see other people getting interviews from them occasionally. But again, that's just not how I roll. So I don't want to really bother them. Now, I did get a nice little interview from our girl Lily, and also Isaac Sky Lee, who's probably most famous for Dragon of Akanto Falls. He does beautiful artwork of that card. Lily is known for doing some really beautiful art. He definitely hits more on the she definitely hits more on the auras and spells and cards like that. She does a fantastic job with those cards. Ooh, I forgot to do the card trick. Not that it matters, because we're gonna still pull a reverse hollow at the end of the day. We're down to a couple of packs left. That's it. Look, just a couple of packs, and we have not pulled a single full hollow. Is this disappointing? Absolutely is. I think if I was to sit here and say no, I'd be completely lying to you, and I wouldn't be authentic, and that's not what I'm about. So I'm certainly disappointed in a box like this. I don't think a box should ever treat anyone like this. But again, if you've been around Metazoo, you know that this has kind of become a pretty much an average thing to expect, or common issue to expect. I hate to say that, but if you're new to Metazoo and this stuff's happening, again, it's not easy to handle this, getting an all reverse hollow box. But I've heard of so many of my friends getting them, and I've yet to see one, but it looks like I got my taste of one now, of an all reverse hollow. Now, one of the partner stores out there, I heard, opened up like 2 or 3 cases and got all reverse hollows. So again, it's being done to everybody from partner stores, you know, across the board. So it's not like it's only being done to certain people or anything like that. Again, it's just part of how Metazoo's their, I guess, technology, maybe you'd call it, just how it plays out. So again, I would love for them to try and fix this issue and make this a little bit better. You always have those people who have the tale of two coins, though. So they're the ones who say, yeah, but you could have gotten a box with 3, 4, or 5 possession auras in it. And that is true, and that actually has happened for some people. But the problem with that thinking, that mindset, is it's only a couple people that are experiencing that. The majority are not. So it's like not very good way to celebrate it, but it is what it is. We are on our last pack here of Metazoo Seance. Again, this is first edition. There's 12 cards in a pack. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I know I didn't really talk too much about the cards. I didn't go over any of the information or the flavor text, nothing like that. I kind of just wanted to get through the video. I love showing the artwork. For me, it's really about the artwork. That's what I care more about. I just love looking at the beautiful artwork that's done on these cards. But again, some of these cards are pretty cool if you stop to read them, what they can do. With Metazoo, that fourth wall effect really adds a lot onto the story of these cards. Bam, our last card, reverse hollow, Sackabilly. So pretty crazy stuff, right? Anyways, everybody, that's gonna do it for today's video. Again, I really greatly appreciate all you guys out there who've been supporting the channel. Thank you so much for that. You know, if you really did enjoy the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. That way you know every time I go live or I do a drop of a video. Remember, everybody, I cover all of the Metazoo releases. So if you've got those notifications on, you will know when the next products are dropping and when they're dropping and how to get them. So it's really important to have notifications on. But that's going to do it, everybody, from here at EpicTube HD. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, have more epic adventures with us here at EpicTube HD, all. Peace out. See ya to the next one.